one of my buddies took one hit and he ran for like 3 miles and we couldn't find him until the next day.
We had the synthetic stuff.
Yeah, we had K2. Ace that you could buy behind the gas station counter. That 3 miles.
I just felt like running.
Well, guys, welcome back. Btier, you know, we're back at it. It's another episode. I think we're like into June finally. So we got all of our past content out. We did like 190 videos in like 2 months, you know. now we can go back to one a day. That's what I'm hype about. I'm pretty hype about that. But then we are gonna have a backlog, and then we'll kind of see if we want to do like conspiracy videos or movie reviews, and I think all that stuff is probably worth it. Like, Sinners comes out on streaming soon, so you could probably like watch like a good copy of that, you know, maybe, and then film reactions and do all that. Might be kind of fun to do like reviews, even if they're short, you know.
I am looking forward to Alien Earth. That should be interesting to see what happens. That comes out beginning of August.
And then we have like 28 years later coming out soon.
Definitely looking forward to that, man. I watched it 28 days later in theaters, 20 weeks later in theaters. So it's like, yeah, can't miss tradition.
Yeah, they like read it. I think they're replaying 28 days later in theaters for his 20th anniversary.
Okay.
I don't know if that's like right now or if it happened a month ago or if it'll happen in a month, but they were going to try to do that.
You've seen both of them, right? Haven't you? Okay.
Yeah. Those movies are like pretty good, honestly. And the trailer looks really sick. Like, if you're going to market that properly, and the whole thing's filmed on iPhones.
Yeah. So that's what Ryan was telling me. He sent me an article on it. They did like a couple scenes. They just had this arc of just multiple, like anywhere between 10 to 15 iPhones recording scenes.
Yeah, just getting all the angles. And like I don't know, guys, like the iPhone camera apps are pretty good. I can see why they can like try to, I don't know, even shooting on like a Galaxy, like that'd be so sick. And to be able, you know, and obviously it's not like one person with an iPhone, you know?
Yeah.
But one person with an iPhone could probably do Cloverfield now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could 100% do stuff like that.
As long as you get the space on it, you know? Well, now some phones now, like some of the newer Androids, you can get a terabyte on it.
Yeah. And that's like awesome. You can do a whole movie on that. And then all you have to do is like in edit now, you can do like the AI stuff, and you can just like basically have, you don't have to pay for special effects. Like, you can just have it. You can just do it like now for free, pretty much, or like $20 a month or whatever it is. So like, it's insane. I don't even know like what movies are gonna look like in another year.
That's true. It's gonna probably see a lot of things like there's even some people like, I don't know if you guys heard this, but OF is looking to sell because they feel like their platform is gonna be flooded with AI girls, and so it's like all the real girls are just gonna lose money, and it's like the guys figured out a way to take over that system. That's theory. I don't know if that's because it's like I think the offer is like 1 or 2 billion for OF.
I mean, how are they gonna know? How are you gonna know?
Yeah, right. I guess because because anybody that reaches out to the system on those platforms are always another dude someplace else.
Does that become a problem for every single platform though? Like, are you never gonna want to sign an influencer ever again to like YouTube or Twitch or like anything, any platform? They could all be fake. You know, like there's a video.
Yep, still smells like death.
Yeah, that's PTSD, dude.
Yeah.
that episode's gonna be so funny when it comes out. I am the liquor.
This is the first drink since that episode.
Nice. And you're going light on it, so I like that.
For now. Maybe.
Yeah, this is actually like, I had a little bit of whiskey at your place the other night for Meat Fest, and that was probably the first time I drank in 2 months. Yeah. Like, and I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I'm doing it for like religious purposes or anything like that.
Just tolerance for it.
Yeah, proving that you can, I think it's like a really big thing. It's just like it doesn't control my life. And that's like I think
my next one's gonna be cigarettes. I'm gonna take a little tea break. Okay. And then maybe not pick them back up. So
that'd be awesome.
Oh my God, I have something for you.
Oh boy.
No.
Right? It's like, honestly, all of a sudden he brings out this bottle of lube. It's like, here you go. It's going to help you stop smoking cigarettes.
It's a bag of cigarettes. No. These are,
what are those?
These are called Rippers.
Rippers.
And I guess you guys can both have one. But they're candidates.
Oh, hell yes.
5x strength. Oh man.
I figured you guys would like them.
Where'd you come across this?
I have looked around for them because I was like, they probably have these something, but they're in THCP, they're like one of the better.
They got mints. They got these. They got
everything
coming out of Cali. They're coming out of Cali.
Oh yeah.
But it's THCP, so it's one of the cooler versions of the
112
THC
milligrams.
stuff.
You're just like, guys, I'm going to go to the deep end. Put it on your mouth.
Put like 3 or 4 in, yeah.
Oh man.
No, so I don't like. They probably won't get you. I don't know. I don't remember like kind of all of like the cannabinoid stuff. So it's like I'm very not consistent with that stuff. I don't know, like THCA I know is like THC 9 or whatever, but THCP I'm pretty sure is like one of the higher ends of like the random hybrid ones or whatever.
Yeah. These are coming handy at work.
Yeah.
I do like the THCA. That's a solid blend as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just 9 before it's carboxylized is what they use for the term. I don't know. I don't want to get into all of that right now, but
I'm not trying to get into this gray area.
I wish it was a thing that they figured out like the loophole when I was younger, because it would have been cool to like.
Oh, we had the synthetic stuff.
Yeah, we had K2. We had the AK-47 spice that you could buy behind the gas station counter that would fuel up for like 3 days after you smoked it.
Well, it was bad.
Yeah, fun, dude. We need that back.
Fun?
Yeah, I had some of my best nights on that stuff, dude.
Yes and no.
And one time, one of my buddies took one hit and he ran for like 3 miles, and we couldn't find him until the next day.
Oh my word! It's a psychotic break for 3 miles.
I just felt like running.
Yeah.
Next minute, you know,
I just started
365
running.
days later. It's like, where you been? Well, I've been to Africa. I've been to South America.
He's got a whole group of people following him at this point.
Exactly. It's like, you guys
I told JFK I really had to pee.
Penny.
But Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
Gumbo. No, so, and you know, funny thing is he ended up having a psychotic break off of like a different drug later on in life. So yeah, I don't know how well he's doing now, but you know, he'll text me occasionally about random stuff, and it's just really random stuff. It's like very, very random stuff. I cannot stress that enough. But you know, I mean, you can get it from weed too. I know a buddy who just like, and I didn't know that he like had a psychotic break until recently. But one of my buddies apparently just smoked weed too much during college, and he just doesn't have his mind anymore. And maybe it was other stuff too, but
I was like,
he thinks that there's like bugs spying on him, and his neighbors are like
he definitely has
flying
something
drones.
He
had
something laced then.
Maybe,
because it's not just regular weed, or otherwise I'd be thinking like that.
Yeah, maybe
same
it's just,
here too, because
it's like I smoke a lot of weed.
Or maybe it's just people who are like susceptible to like psychotic breaks, and it just happens to happen. You know, did
he have underlying mental health issues? Like, you know what I mean?
Kind of what I think, but that's obviously way more prevalent in males than it is females.
Oh yeah. Even though I do know more females that freak out smoking marijuana than I do know males.
That's true. I've most of the people that I have kind of like a too much information overload are the ladies.
Yeah, and you know that makes sense too, I guess. But like long term underlying stuff, it's like nobody knows. It's so. But he thinks that like his neighbors are spying on him with like drones outside of his house. 3 in the morning, he's calling the cops.
Start squirrels.
That's what I told him. But you know, he's like calling the cops. Kato said he took one of the calls once, and he was like checking the vents for like bugs, like, you know, bugs in his apartment, like listening devices underneath lamps. He had his whole apartment like ripped apart.
Tinfoil hat.
Yeah, he had that like posted up on the mantle. You know, nothing crazy. He wasn't wearing it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just a symbol at that point. But no, so you know, it's just like, you know, he was a good friend in college years for me and him, I guess. But yeah, he just completely like can't hold a job now, can't really do anything. So yeah, it happens.
That's
like I said, paranoia is at like an all-time high for him. So hopefully he kind of figures that out and knows that the feds are not constantly on his back door, you know. But
they are watching.
They are watching. Yeah, like slowly but surely they're gonna know everything about you anyway. So I guess just don't use the internet and get off social media, and you know, hide your Snapchat location. I guess
I had like 5 or 6 police cars outside my house, or like out, not my house, but like my neighbor's house the other night with like 2 or 3 fire trucks because
what happened?
They blew up his grill. He blew up his like propane grill. It blew up.
Not your method. Oh,
no,
not
yet.
They haven't blown up yet.
That's what I was thinking. It's like they finally blew up the house.
Not yet.
They blew up the house and part of the neighborhood.
Oh, don't worry. That would have been like a whole story. Like, I would have been like out there like filming, been like, oh, this is gonna be
How do you
short.
blow up your grill in the first place?
Well,
has too much fire.
Like one day I saw him like putting it together, like brand new out of the box, like right out front. So I'm guessing he like didn't hook it up right, like to the gas, and like a bunch of gas just came through and just blew it up.
Yep.
Or what may have happened too, he's like he had the gas on, left the lid down, he's lighting, and then as it's filling up and did and
then opened it. Yeah.
Yep. And it just blew up because a lot of those times some people forget that those igniters on those electric grills, they need to have a battery in them, like a AA or AAA. And that's weird how I'm just
imagining how much like hair I would lose if that happened. Like, your entire beard would just be like gone.
I've lost arm hair because of that.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad. But yeah, so you know, that's pretty nuts. So like when stuff like that happens to people that you know, when it's just like they lose their entire like being, you know, it's like a shell of their former self. I'm sure people out there have like known people who have just gone off the deep end, and you never know. You never know. It's like who could it happen to next, you know?
Yeah. The only times I ever really hear something going off the deep end is when like they were on meth for too long, and then it's like the voices inside their minds is then it's like they just get them committing suicide. It's happened to a few people I've known over the years. They've done too much meth and no longer with us.
Or they saw the ghost, and the ghost was telling them, yeah, you never know.
Is too, is a lot of them were clean for at least anywhere between a year to 3. But it's just they had that one situation where they were hot up for like 10, 11 days. And like when you're up that long, your brain gets rewired and it's provides some uncomfortable living conditions thereon after.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, your dopamine never resets.
Oh, yeah. The come down is not fun.
No, not at all. But I mean, that's true with a lot of drugs. Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Most. Can attest.
Yeah. Most.
Can confirm.
I was reading through an article yesterday with Lucid. He was like chilling with me in Cord, right? And we were watching that Elon Musk video of him kind of like tripping out behind Donald Trump. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but he's kind of like doing the fidgety thing. Kind of looks like he's rolling a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of like moving his jaw, like rolling his eyes, looking around. And part of that I can attribute to like autism or Asperger's or whatever he has.
So what if he is tripping? Like, I can't blame the man. He makes more, 10 times more money than I do. Like,
makes way more.
Oh yeah, but like,
yeah.
Who am I going to be like, oh yeah.
Like, you know, come to find out that he is like prescribed the ketamine and all that stuff. So like he has like, you know, prescribed Adderall, prescribed ketamine. It's like all this. And then on top of that,
and a downer.
Most of these famous people do.
Yeah.
You know?
And then on top of that, he's like, oh yeah, like, you know, openly, he's like, I'm kind of getting too used to using drugs right now, because he said he's been like tripping on psychedelic mushrooms a lot the last couple of months.
He probably had an ayahuasca trip with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, doing some DMT in the middle of the forest or whatever with Hancock. You know, you never know. Whatever he's up to. But you know, it's I think it's just funny to me, like the double standard of how like when rich people do drugs, nobody gets mad, but like the second that some street level guy just like
Wiz
does
Khalifa,
meth
Snoop
or
Dogg,
something,
but then there's me. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, your boss gets mad that you like, oh, you admitted to psychedelic mushrooms or something, and then
it's not like I'm popping them here.
Yeah, it's not like, you know.
Hey kids.
Yeah. No, it's just.
Did you see those dragons?
Yeah.
All those Cabbage Patch Kids came out of the garden. All of a sudden, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm running.
The kids actually come out of the garden, man. That's crazy. The Cabbage Patch Kids.
Out of the
true
corn.
theory. Yeah.
Children of the corn.
Yeah. Children of the Corn is terrifying.
There does remind. This is probably like 20, maybe 25 years ago. A group of us decided to go and do a day trip up to Valley Fair, and it's like and this is back before we had GPS, cell phones. Yeah. We'd have a map, and so it's like, well, I know it's like as long as I know if I just continue heading southeast, I'll eventually get to I-90. And once I hit I-90, everything is going. So it's like we take these roundabout roads, and we're coming through this. I don't even remember where we were at. I know we're south of the cities, probably over by Hayfield or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but we're coming along, and all of a sudden, there's this kid walks up out of the ditch, stands on the road, is like, nope. We just keep on driving. Yeah, it was.
That reminds me of one time we were going to like a baseball game or something, like coming back from a baseball game or something, and we all did, like we just won, so we were just like, oh, let's throw on a scary movie for the ride back because it's dark. Like half of us are gonna fall asleep on the way back anyway. So it's like half of us are watching Jeepers Creepers 2. So like we're all on the bus while they're on the bus. So it's just like we're just like, oh yeah, this is cool. And all of a sudden our tire blows as soon as the tire blows on TV, and we're all just like damn. It's real. And like we look outside and there's just cornfields, and we're like, this is real. All right, this is us right now.
Yeah, that was on a bus too.
Isn't that crazy?
That's so funny.
I remember that scene with because the whole entire movie is on a bus going for kids.
All of our cheerleaders are like freaking out. So and then all of us are just like, well, I guess
this is how we go.
Like, right. Can't get
want to make out, you know?
Don't show fear. Exactly. Don't show fear. It's the movie. Yeah, don't. He only wants the good part.
Yeah, he feeds on that. The vampire that's like, oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, that's so.
It's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious. Oh man, I almost mentioned Jeepers Creepers when you had like mentioned Children of the Corn. Like some of those late night roads, like where you just are driving and it's like pitch black out. Like, I don't think people from the city can handle that. You know what I mean?
No, they're afraid. It's like it's like a country kid walking into the ghetto.
Yeah.
You know, they're afraid.
But they're really
in the dark, like, right. Like,
they're really not, though. I feel like the average non-city folk can handle the city better than
like
the average
in the hood,
city folk can handle the non.
Like a bad hood. You know what I mean? Like walking through, something, like maybe, in the dark, like don't know where you are, not trying to talk to nobody.
That is a windows rolled up seat back situation. Like Martin Luther King Drive Jr. or I get it, but I just figure like I don't know. I saw a post on Twitter a while ago, and they were like $2 million to drive down this road in the dark or whatever. And it's just like a regular road here that you would drive at 10 p.m. You know what I mean? And they're like, I don't know. People are commenting. Yeah, people are commenting. They're like, no, I would die if this happened. It's like, well, you'll only die if you see spikes out in the middle of the road, because then somebody is going to kill you. You know, don't stop for that.
Somebody is patiently waiting for you.
Yeah. Who? Doesn't matter.
Does it say keep out? No, we're going.
Maybe. Yeah, you got to keep running. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, I just don't think, city folk just can't handle it. Plus, they don't really understand like property values out here and why everybody wants land in the Midwest versus like, I don't know, an apartment in Soho or something. Yeah, or like a high-rise apartment in New York City.
No thanks.
Nobody wants that.
No thanks.
It's not prestigious anymore. Like nobody wants to be in a city anymore. The cities are all dead. Everybody left them, and they're not coming back. You know what I mean?
And then on top of that, they're expensive. They're congested. It's like I've lived in Iowa. I've lived in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Phoenix, Nevada, and it's like I've been where it's really busy because like Phoenix at the time had 3 or 4 million people, and it's like it's nice being away from all of that what's the anxiety, because it's like you're always rushing to get the next place, and you get into traffic. You could be in there for anywhere between, depending on what time you leave work, you could be in traffic for 1 to 3 hours.
Yeah. It makes a 10-minute commute in 3 hours.
Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I know.
I'm walking.
Yep.
Yeah, get a bike at that point. Just weave through traffic, like cut gaps. Cut gaps. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Maybe we make our homestead here, you know, and then we just I don't know. Live out the land, right? Isn't that kind of the goal? It's kind of the plan. I don't know. I know somebody who wants to go out to Montana. I told you this after the last pod. He like texted me this super long message, and he's like, right now he's doing oil contracting, so he's just kind of making money. He's in South Dakota or North Dakota, whatever it is, North Dakota. Super cold all year. It's like, I'm not going to live here forever, but you know, it is what it is. And his entire plan is to like go get random mountain range land in either Montana or Utah and just live off the land.
Let's do it.
He's going to do like an Uncle Ted's cabin. You know what I mean?
Hell yes.
Get
off my property.
He'll be the next Ruby Ridge.
Yeah. Or Waco or
No, Ruby Ridge makes more sense because like if he's going out there being by himself, he doesn't want more people.
I'm growing mountain weed.
Yeah, definitely. Like you'd have to, I feel like. Because then you could like go into town, sell it.
Right.
You can barter with it, you know. That's the best part about it.
It is, you could do hash coins. Like you could, 100%. Be so easy. But I like that plan. Just going out into the woods, being done with life.
You don't have no integrity.
Yeah. And I don't know. I was talking to somebody on third shift. They want to go. They want to go to Alaska.
Yes, let's go. I'm in.
Like just move out there.
I'm totally down.
And there's so much land up there. Like
life below zero. That is me. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the summers are nice up there, but they're just like 2 months.
For like a month and a half.
It's like 3-4 weeks of good weather every year.
Pretty much.
And then it's drinking because of depression.
You're drinking. I'm fishing.
I don't know who has more alcoholics, Wisconsin or Alaska.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, we have like the top 10 drinking.
There's a lot of towns up there that are dry, but they'll encourage you to grow weed.
Oh,
So weed's legal up there, so they'd rather have you grow weed than try to do your own corn because that's when domestic violence will
domestic violence numbers in Alaska.
Oh, they're bad.
Oh, they're bad. Oh yeah,
like they have their own TV, like police TV show.
Sex trafficking is horrible up there too as well.
That's insane.
Yeah, I think they're above Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Just because I know how bad it is here. Like every day you're like reading about it, you're like, oh, cool, another domestic violence charge. Guy's got like 4 of them, 3 different women.
Oh, he made a video and posted it on Facebook.
Right. Yeah.
And you look at the comments of Facebook of the LAX mugshot stuff like that. And it's like, I could fix him.
Yeah, that's probably all it is.
Yeah, or it's like pedos nowadays. Oh yeah, signature bond. Here you go.
Yeah, that's the wild part. I think if we like crack down on, like, if I ever get in the city office here, that would be the one thing I crack down on. Just no signature bonds for that.
Just give me a hunting season.
I mean, I'll try to
just give me one a year. One a year.
Yeah.
One tag.
Well,
any choice of weapon.
Yeah.
Ooh, right? Wouldn't that be fun? You make things really interesting. Like, I'm gonna kill this with a scalpel. Dude.
Crossbow.
Oh,
I'm going my bare hands.
Yeah, because they're cowards. Pedophiles are cowards, so like they're not going to be much of a big fight against you.
Guns, I can get more of them because I think it's just
fishing
more
line.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, cut them in half, like hold them. Yeah,
just get some braided line and start going back and forth. Like, I'm sorry, officer, head popped off. It's my trophy.
Mama had a baby. All right.
But I don't even know. Like, guys. I told Kayla this. If we buy a house in town or if we buy a house like in La Crosse area, I do have to run for like city council of some kind. So it'll either be treasurer, like I might run for city treasurer, or I have to do like a school district board thing.
Oh, there you go.
So like, I hope that doesn't happen. God forbid, but I don't know if the city could handle me.
Yeah. Mayor.
Yeah, dude. If I had to
Mayor Malone.
If I had to run for mayor, I know I need more like property land here. Like they have like a requirement for how long you have to own it before you can run for mayor. It's like 7 or 10 years. I remember that was like a whole thing when I was younger. The mayor here, guys, if you
do it here, I'll do it over there. We got both sides of the river.
Corruption.
Across the crescent. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Our youngest mayor in town, his dad had bought him a property in his name at the age of 16 so that he could run for mayor when he turned 25. That's like the most corruption you can ever think about in like a small town America. So if it's here, it's got to be everywhere else too.
Oh, for sure.
But that's like mobster level stuff. That's like mafia level. Like that is Me and Kyle were talking about this last night at work. We were talking about how like the mafia still like owns Chicago and stuff, and like kind of how they do it is like they do like the fake jobs. Like they'll hire you in government to do nothing all day and just give you a salary straight off of the government dollar. And I think like that kind of corruption is like so top level. It's kind of smart, but it's also like if anybody were to ever come in and actually fact check them or just do like a Doge thing, do like a email me 5 things you did this week thing or something like that, it instantly just like bodies that entire stream of revenue. So I hope more countries or more counties across the country start doing stuff like that, because I think it would like actually help at a local level. And I'm not one to advocate for like huge government or anything like that, or like, hey, you should go join your local city council stuff. But like, if we're going to have people playing that game, you might as well play it better than them, So I don't know. Speaking of which, did you guys see the best chess player in the world got beat?
Yeah, by a 19-year-old guy.
Yeah.
Yes, a 19-year-old kid, and he like slams the board.
Dude, he was mad. Rightfully so. He did try to shake. Though.
When he's walking by, I thought he was swinging.
Yeah,
thought he was going to swing.
Looked like he was about to punch him.
Oh man,
was this on X or something?
Yeah, it was probably everywhere because it was like the first time he's been beat.
It was everywhere.
Mason, who's the grandmaster again? His name's like Mason and Mistone or whatever. But yeah, so he gets beat by a guy named Gus Cash.
Some 19-year-old.
And just some young chap. He's never like really won anything big tournaments, and then he just beat him. And this is one of those players that can play like 19 boards blindfold.
Yeah.
And he losing to a 1v1 is crazy. So
Magnus Carlsen. There we go. He's the one land.
Yeah. So that new people rise, I guess, and that's just what happens. But it's when you talk about like the best grandmasters ever in chess,
Magnus is
playing
right up there.
Magnus. They just play at a whole different level. Like they play at a whole different level.
Gukesh Damari. I'm not.
Gukesh. Yeah, something like that. But so there you go.
Yeah, I saw this this morning.
Carlsen gets defeated. First time probably in a long time. Since he was a youngin. Since he like learned how to play the game.
Probably lost once and just turned around like, I'm gonna win and beat everybody.
But he like slammed the board down, dude. He was ready to throw.
Man.
He looked like he was
throwing that haymaker.
Dude, he looked like me when I lose a Monopoly. Like I was about to flip the whole table. So it's good to see though. It's good to see. I love watching like young talent just kind of come up and then do something like that. It doesn't matter what sport, doesn't matter what we're watching anymore. It's just fun to see. And then what we were talking about, Dylan doing like his pro golf or his amateur disc golfing and all that stuff. Yeah. And I think sports are in a place right now where we just need like new games like that. I know I've mentioned it here before on the pod for sure. Cause like even professional tag or something like that, I think would be more entertaining than like where sports are at right now. Like the NBA, I don't know how that thing is still functioning. I don't know who's watching it. Yeah. Golf, like they all went to the LIV or whatever versus like PGA, so I get that, but it's just different money coming in, like Saudi Arabia kind of snatching up the goalpost. Soccer is probably the most watched sport, and it's probably one of the most fun to watch. So I get that.
I've watched a lot of 90-minute movies go 0-0. 90-minute games go 0-0, then go into overtime.
Yeah, it is fun. I don't know. It's fun to play. I'm also one of those people though that like if the game is fun to play, then I know what they're doing in the game.
Yeah.
So I know like not a lot of people play football after like high school, So I'm just surprised that it has that big of a following still. Same thing with basketball. A lot of people like kind of just do pickup games after high school or college ball, So that's why I'm like surprised people like watch it that much,
Yeah. Well, it's also volleyball is pretty popular around here. They have their beer leagues and such. Compete
volleyball.
I'll watch volleyball any day.
Sand volleyball, And I think like kickball can make a comeback pretty soon here, or you
that would be epic.
Pickleball just made a comeback.
We have a pickleball here over there here in town, over by the.
Have you guys ever thought about it?
No.
You guys ever think about pickleball?
I've thought about it. Yeah,
might be fun.
Nick used to be part owners of a pickleball restaurant location in Rochester.
Okay.
He sold all his shares during his divorce
Yeah.
to pay for the divorce.
I'll get you.
Yeah.
I'll get you. Pick your women,
That's funny too, because like they were together for over 10 years.
I was blindsided at that point, right?
Right. Yeah. But they still get along. They just couldn't parent or be married together. I don't know. It's weird on how that all stuff unfolds.
But yeah, so like I don't know if you guys ever want to go play some pickleball. I'm definitely up for pickle, dude. Like I gotta learn it though. Like that's the thing. I play racquetball and I know tennis really well.
It's gotta have
So it's got to be somewhere
similar
between,
principles. I'm
right?
sure. I mean,
I like ping pong.
have you played pickleball?
In high school for like PE class, but I can't remember what to do.
Yeah. What's the other one too? Like is it the one that just like you hit it back and forth over the net, but it's like a little birdie?
Oh yeah,
yeah. What is that?
I know it's a little it's a shuttlecock.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like a rocket ship. What is that one? You guys,
I can't think of it.
I can't think of it either because I know what it is. I played it. I was actually
it's
pretty
got
good
like
back in the
the
day.
skinny racket, and then it's like a little, it's like kind of like a smaller racket at the end.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't even know what that one's called. Whatever that one is, that's like I don't know if that one would be fun to watch competitive.
I think it would be
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
competitive. Keep it off the floor, like with the balloon. Like we need
Yeah.
that. Like
Yeah.
Get the
Or
girls from
floor is
volleyball that have that
floor
nice
is lava or something.
Yeah.
Like
Floor is lava, dude. Competitive
that'd
with
be
drinking.
lit.
With drinking, dude.
That's
Drunk
that's,
Olympics.
What's that new girl game? True American?
I don't know. What
No?
do you, no.
New girl is like
No,
that.
I
I don't know. If you guys have ever watched it, people at home are gonna be like, "Oh my god, that show is so funny," or "Oh my god, Zoe Deschanel." I don't know. Whatever they talk about, but
Brad,
It's-
let us know.
yeah, it's True American, but it's like the floor is lava. Plus, every time that somebody like says an American president, you have to do facts about them, or you have to like yell "True American," and then like everybody can run around again. There's a whole drinking game rule set to it, but it is a game from a TV show that just like
yeah, it was on
so
Netflix.
happens to
I
do
remember
well.
something similar to that. Yeah,
Okay,
it
so
only
yeah,
lasted
True
for like 2
American.
seasons.
Oh no! I think this one was like
But-
5 or 6 seasons.
Oh, that could have been what was aired here in America.
Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah,
I have no idea.
yeah.
But
'Cause I remember
anyways-
watching it. It was fun watching it.
True American, definitely a game we could play. And I know we have to do an episode of Everett 40 Hands, and I don't know if that could be a sport. I don't know how you incorporate
Drunk
that.
Olympics.
Oh, drunk Olympics. They probably have that somewhere.
So
Have you ever?
Probably in Germany.
Have you ever watched the
I'm
game
surprised
where
we don't have it here
That's
in
what I'm
Wisconsin.
yeah, I think every day
I'm
is a
sure
drunk
drunk
Olympics
curling.
here. Yeah, AI try to replace me getting 6 beers in before noon, dude. No, what is that game where you like? I think it's just called a roof ball, but like a group of dads pretty much came up with it. But you just throw a ball off like the top of a roof, and then you have to catch it. And how many bounces is how many points you get.
Okay.
There's like a whole like pregame event for some like
like wall
college
ball back
days.
in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
Sounds definitely like a dad game.
it is. Yeah. But it's like roof ball competitive would be crazy. Like I just imagine putting tournaments together for that, and you get like round robin based and all that.
Mhm. Don't fall off the roof now.
Yeah, right. You have people scoring up there.
I try to hit them.
Yeah,
That extra points.
yeah. That game would go even more fun with like a baseball bat spin on the head before you have to throw the ball and a shot.
Ooh, baby.
You have to shotgun a beer
Ooh.
every time.
I don't know how long that will last, but you can get us some quick heats.
Yeah, quick games.
Yeah,
Get 'em
Gotta
in
practice,
While,
all right.
yeah, gotta get them in while they're young.
Practice on
you know?
whiskey. This way beer goes in quicker. It's like I can drink a 40 pack and not get drunk. Let's go.
Yeah, that's Bush Light right there. You just
Yeah.
Bush lattes.
Get some Budweiser 55. You can drink those all day long.
It's basically water.
Yep.
Basically just hydration at that point. It's like those hydro pluses, like those hydro boost pluses, the liquid IVs. Pretty much what it is at that point.
Right.
You just drink forever. Man, I had bear for the first time. at
I
your
know,
house.
right?
Yeah, that was
Did
delicious.
you have- have you-
I did have that.
It was great.
Was that your first time having
No,
beer?
that was my second or third.
Yeah, that
time
was my first.
Yeah.
I think it was my second time, but it's been so long since I actually had the first time. It's like I don't remember what it tastes like.
Yeah. And like it doesn't It doesn't really taste like anything like different. Like it was gamey a little bit, but it's very much like steak. Like it's very much just
very
like a raw
lean.
cut steak.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, like I liked it. And then that like cow tongue was great.
No, that
deer
tongue.
tongue.
Venison,
The deer tongue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
venison tongue.
Yeah.
The other venison cut that you had was awesome.
Yeah, that was.
So-
The heart was delicious.
Yeah,
dude.
Meat fest, man. I tell you.
So after I got back on Saturday, and Sophia had already come into town, so and I met her at home, so I started giving her all the food we ate on Friday, and so I got the deer tongue. I was like, when she ate, it's like, what do you think this is? It's like, I think it's venison. It's like, this is so good. It's like, that's cow heart. I come, let's see here. I go downstairs to record a podcast with my friend Rick. I come back up and there's like one layer of meat left. She's like demolished the whole entire container. So I just gave Rick that plus a whole bunch of other meat on there. It's like, take it, go.
Yeah, get out of here.
And after he left on Sunday morning, he went over to Linda's Bakery. He's like, I'm gonna get 4 donuts. It should be just one for me and 2 for the kid, and 1 for each kid, and 1 for the wife.
4.
No, he
4 dozen maybe.
No, he left with 16 donuts.
Yeah. Yeah, you can never leave that place without more than what you go for. Because you get cookies in there too, and then you're just
Cakes,
like, oh
whatever
God.
you want.
Yeah. You're not leaving there with 4 donuts, but you're not from around these parts. And then that fish that you made too at the end, like that nobody really had because we were all full, and it was like the last thing you fried up because you were gonna throw them out.
Yeah, well, I was gonna throw them away, but then Alicia convinced me not to, so it's like I got a couple of.
But the seasoning on that was delectable.
Oh, yeah, that
quite a bit of bones, but like you could just eat. They were big enough to pull out. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is great.
Yeah, because I know there's a couple of them. There was a bullhead, not a bullhead, but a carp or a drum, and then another one was a pike. So it's like well, after it got covered up with all goodness, you don't remember what it was.
I was gonna say I couldn't tell you if it was a carp or a pike. I have no idea. It was good. It was good. That's all that matters, right? It was good. It was awesome, delectable. And then I think I still have a little bit of. Did you say it was beef heart or was it?
Yeah, beef heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I still have a little bit of that left, I think. And
sweet. Man,
like I will probably finish that up tomorrow. Make a little treat for it because I've been making steaks like so much recently, and dude, I'm getting so much better at it. It took me so long to get to where I'm at. And I'm like satisfied with where I can kind of like cook now. And like even the other night, like I made steaks for Kayla and I was like, oh, how do you want your steak? And she like actually got to like ask, and I was like, I can actually make that for you. Like I'm gonna take mine off earlier because I know I like mine more rare, and finally I'm not like a barbecue dad, who just asks you, hey, what do you want this at? And then they cook all the burgers at the same, So I felt good about something like that. So I'm getting there.
I still feel bad for using the fish tongues, the bratwurst. Like, got fired.
Is that what ended up happening?
Yeah. So it's like I took all the brats out. And I rinsed every single one of them off. And it's like I respect why she didn't eat anymore.
No, yeah.
But then I ate some more of that Saturday night. It's like, I didn't taste any fish. So it's like I did enough good job, but it's like it just kind of dawned on me. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Because the back of my mind, I got so many things going on. It's like the smallest details. Like, Dana, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So Dana's like super allergic to fish. And you're like, I mean, can't even
Becca
be
is
close
too now.
to
I didn't know that Becca was either.
Becca's allergic to fish too.
She's allergic to fish as well. Yeah.
I wonder what that comes from. I wonder like what that is. I
don't know. Just make sure there's no cockroaches or anything, because cockroaches could also give you the same allergic reaction too as well.
That's insane. Yeah, I didn't know. Oh my gosh, Rebecca's cinnamon rolls.
Oh, those are so good.
Those are good, man. That's what we look forward to on Saturday nights after a game of Magic, man. We're just playing. And Becca will play with us, or she'll just sit there and just hang out with us, and that's it. So it's like, if you wanted to come over and just hang out and talk and just watch, dude, you need to get.
I'll come smoke and eat some cinnamon rolls.
Exactly, man.
That actually sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know that Rebecca was like. Oh yeah. I didn't know any connection there. So like when I walked in on like whatever day, Friday night, I was like, oh my god, like I didn't know that Rebecca knew you guys at all. Or like how that all goes with connections around here.
Oh yeah, very small world.
The only thought process that went through my brain was like I remember like Ryan made like an off comment that he like knew Rebecca somehow, but I didn't know that Rebecca was dating Dylan and they're getting married, and I didn't know any of that. So I was like, oh, like,
I found that out on ice fishing. So.
Yeah. And he said he was out there quite a bit with you over the winter.
Almost every day.
Yeah.
Almost every day.
So it was just like, small world. It is really
got
like everybody knows
one
each
time
other.
with Jeff, and then next time we were just like, hey, you want to go? And we're just like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I got to fish a lot with Phil and Dylan, so it was nice. And Dylan loved it because it's like, all I do is just show up to bring the gear, because then that means I can deploy all the ticket ups.
Yeah.
Between him and me, yeah.
So it worked out great. Yeah.
Jeff's like, this works out great for me.
Yeah, you just show up. We just need the body.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be ready to see something, you know.
Which we did catch fish, you know, not all the time, but we did catch fish
Almost every day.
Yeah,
almost every day.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I saw some like snap stories occasionally from Dana, but yeah, it looks like you guys are just out there all the time.
We did pretty well this year.
Yeah, I told him the same thing I told you. I was like, I'm not really like a big fan of the open ice and the ice and just being out there, man. Like one crack and my entire truck goes into the lake. You know,
I don't drive
out
there.
No, I don't drive out there either.
I know, I get it.
A lot of places we fished this year, you couldn't drive out there.
You could have this year.
Yeah,
last year.
Yeah, we could have definitely because there's
we were fishing on 2 feet of ice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just like
and the guy next to you is on a boat. It's like, I don't know, man.
Hey, that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I was out there ice fishing 70 degrees, and there's a guy on the boat looking at me, looking at him.
Insane to me.
We're having the stare down. Who's going to last longer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Joke's on him. He left first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. Just like, this is crazy. Just like the connections and stuff. I love it.
Right.
I love it.
The next year I talked to Chris, and we're gonna just do one meat fest. We're gonna do it on Saturday. So this way, instead of trying to do something on Thursday or Friday, we'll just do it on Saturday night. And then we like basically sat there and I analyzed the entire day, because I was there from start till about 4:30ish or so, just kind of grasping everything. And they did such a good job of being able to have all start times, and then did the iron buck, and then they stopped, and everybody was kind of just disappeared between 3 and 4. Only people were straight hanging around were getting their auction, the silent auction wins. I didn't win anything yesterday. I put my name down on a drop away, because for that bow, it's like, well, what, $60? It's literally half the price. So it's like, well, if I don't win it, that's fine, but at least there's a name on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, auctions are dope because you never know what you're gonna get. Like, I don't know. There's always like gun auctions around here in bars and stuff, and it's like,
well, Ben, his wife calls him on Saturdays. Hey, I always won a couple of guns. He's like, what you win? He's like, I have no idea, but we want something.
Exactly.
And so he comes, and then after she goes and claims her winnings, so like it was a 22 and a pellet gun. Like, perfect for the boys.
Yeah,
you know,
honestly.
they got the daughter, you know, and then
I have a raffle coming up this Wednesday.
Oh,
I hope I win.
What's the raffle?
It's a gun raffle.
Yeah.
There's like 15 different guns are raffling off. So.
Heck
I might need to go enter into that. Do they have anything like cool?
Oh, there's so many different stuff. There's like 2 or 3 different crossbows getting like raffled off. There's
Nice.
cash prizes getting raffled. Like, there's so much stuff.
Let me know where that is, because honestly,
Well, it's all online, so it's like just buying the
it's all
ticket
online.
and then
It's even easier. I
Mhm.
don't have to go anywhere. Nice.
Yeah, my cousin's son, he usually does a drawing for firearms, usually in April, for their trap shooting event. So last 2 years, I just buy $100 worth, and it's
let me know next time.
yeah, right, yeah, because they have some
We'll win something as a group.
Yeah.
Like
We could.
And
Yeah,
what
we
they
could
did-
pull. We can make
and
a
what they
lot
did
of
this
tickets, man.
And what they did this year is like, let's say you didn't want the gun, you'd get that in store credit, so it's like you can go there and buy whatever you want. It's for us, we'd have to obviously ship it to like Ace Hardware or something like that. But
Yeah.
you know how nice it is though. It's like, well, I don't want this 9mm, but I can take this MSRP towards the price of a new firearm. It's like, sweet, heck yeah.
I'll take the 9.
Mm-hmm. You can never go wrong with enough
Yeah,
nines.
you could never go.
Well, I don't have a handgun, so
Mm-hmm. Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
well, I do have one, but I can take it out. So
I mean, you probably
no, I can't.
could.
I couldn't get caught taking it out.
There's like, there's nothing wrong with like a 9mm, but I know right now I'm like itching to buy another gun. Like I was driving by like like there's a shop that's going out of business around here.
Monsoors.
Yeah.
They've been going out of business like for the last 5 years. I'm like,
I think it's
wish I was
final this
joking.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's
they just
clearance sale. Like,
I think they,
like,
yeah,
like
I
it
think
is
it's for
actual,
real.
like,
like they're getting to they're past retirement age. Like they're
it's a
out.
clear out sale. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But they've been
I drove
cleared
by it
out for
today.
5
It's like
years.
I wasn't paying. There's enough traffic. It's like I wasn't even paying attention to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but my like instinct is just like go in there, see what they have, buy like 3-4 guns, and walk out. Like I don't know. I can fill the paperwork out quick, you know. Try to get it out of there.
Give me a bundle deal.
Yeah, please. Like I'll do 4 guns for one. You know, you guys have been dicks to me ever since I've gone in there. So
Right.
I'll just go buy all the ammo.
that's the other thing too. Like I can see why they're going out of business, dude. Like the old guys who just owned like those single gun shops, dude. They are like the worst people to deal with. They're just grumpy all the time, and it's like I hate like talking to them, and they hate talking to me, and I know that.
I'd be like, hey, I can take my business down the street. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Like one of them was like, "Oh man, you seem way too young to buy a gun." Dude, you want young people to buy guns.
Yeah.
Who cares how old I am?
What do you
I am
think
legal
this-
age.
Yeah, like, and obviously he already looked at my ID. Like,
Yeah, right?
I'm like, dude,
I'm
like,
old enough to buy one. Sell me one. Like, I have cash. Take it.
well, and I look like this. Like, it doesn't look like I have a full beard. I don't know what else more you want. It's just I don't know, man. And yeah,
You're the wrong color, bro.
yeah. To make comments like that though, it's just like, dude, like you want young people to buy guns. You want young people to like want to be interested.
I'll just buy them
in
off the
this.
street.
Yeah. I'll just print them.
Have you guys
guys
gone
know what
to
that is?
Rockland? The Rockland has a gun store there too. I haven't been in it myself, so but it's just a simple little hole in the wall. Like you got one in Ettrick, you got one in Sparta, so gun shops all over the place.
Yeah. I definitely need to like.
I've also thought about just going to the bait shop right across the street from me and see what all he's got in there and just be like, hey, I'm in here all the time. Give me a deal.
Probably could.
Yeah.
Oh, I know him by name. I know his daughters. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
See if he's got anything in the back door.
well,
back
he's
office.
got all the guns like right up in there. So it's like, you
Yeah.
just go look.
Yeah. See if he can give you a backdoor deal. You know.
That's the thing about guns.
Clearance sale. What do you got?
Yeah.
When you're trying to buy a new gun in box, it's like there's not much of a markup on. When Leash was working for Gainer Outdoors, their markup was nothing.
No.
Like for the discounts, like $20-$30 for their discount, but that's just basically bringing it down to what they bought for cost.
Yeah.
The real money is in used guns.
Yeah. Definitely. Use like built out guns. People who actually like build guns
I got a,
after they like upgrade parts all the time.
yeah, I
and
got a
stuff.
$1,200 duck gun that I bought for $300 at a rummage sale. Like,
Heck yeah.
That's nice.
I just put a different barrel on it, and I went and had it appraised. And he's like, "Yeah, you can get $1,500 for this gun all day."
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
It's a Ducks Unlimited gun that I saw at a rummage sale.
Nice. A 12 or
Yeah,
20 gauge?
12.
Nice.
Yeah,
she's like $300. I was like, here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue with that price.
Yeah. And
She's
then
like,
you just
do you have your ID? I was like, yeah. She wrote down all my information. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
cash
Then she had like 4
transaction.
more sitting there. So I'm like calling my dad. I'm like, hey, get down here.
Yeah.
I just bought one.
Yeah.
Like,
Cash is
Right.
by far the best way to do stuff like that too.
Mhm.
It just doesn't get nationally registered, you know?
Mhm.
Pretty great. Pretty great.
I mean, I think we did register it because we did a whole like
you did write
swap
down your stuff.
the license and
Well, this way, then it's like if the gun gets used in a crime and it ever gets traced back.
or
to
if I
that-
have a felony.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but they don't really check that. You know what I mean?
She doesn't. The cops will.
Yeah.
That's very true. Very true.
Who'd you sell these guns to? Here you go.
Cool guy.
All right.
Cool guy.
Yeah, right.
We'll be seeing him. Catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah. For real. For real. Oh, yeah, what else, guys? I mean, we're going into summer, you know?
I
It's
know.
summertime.
Caught a 3-foot water snake the other day.
No
Right?
Fucking annoying.
Yeah. That's awful. I don't know. What happened? Did you just put it back?
Well, I was reeling in, and all of a sudden I had a twitch in my line, so I set the hook, and it started fighting back, and then all of a sudden I reeled it in, and there's a 2.5 foot, 3 foot brown water snake hooked onto my lure. So I'm just like sitting in there with it, and it's like trying to bite the lure because I have it hooked in the side. So
I snagged him. Yeah.
So then he like pops off the hook and like bites my lure like 3 more times and then like scurries off. And I was like, okay, cool. Like,
Very nice.
I was like, yeah, I know I made him mad. So I was like, I'm leaving this spot now. So.
Yeah, he's gonna be like swimming around for the next hour or two, dude.
He's looking for me.
They
Yeah.
get real upset.
He's looking for your. He's looking.
So then, like, there were a couple other fishermen that like saw me like start leaving. They're like, "Hey, can we fish on there?" I was like, "Yeah, go for it.
You do that snake.
Have fun."
Yeah.
Like,
I had a conversation with a buddy of mine, Jeremy. He called me and asked me about how Meat Fest was, and he's actually he actually got a tag for South Dakota and Nebraska for paddlefish. He was going out there to go bow fishing for a paddlefish.
that is a dream fish.
That would be fun, dude.
Yeah,
that is on the bucket list.
there's a lot of their. See, Minnesota removed a couple of dams over there, so now they're trying. The paddlefish are making their way more inland there as well. Then
I don't like how you have to catch them though.
yeah, snagging them, yeah, or use with a
Do you hit
bow.
him? Yeah, you hit him with a bow,
A bow and arrow, or it's
something.
like a harpoon, or
Stick
you have to
'em.
snag them.
Yeah,
Because
that's insane.
yeah, it's not easy to snag them. You can still shoot them too as well. Like I have a buddy of mine.
I
that
just want to catch one and release it. That's all I want is a picture
Mhm.
with it, and then
Mhm.
I'm sending it back. Like I don't want to shoot it because I can't send it back.
There was a night that me and Wilson were out with Cam
Wilson!
at that Brownsville cabin
Yeah.
that he used to have.
Kelly's, yeah.
Kelsey used to have.
Mm-hmm.
And Wilson stabs a cat just like chilling below the dock, right? Like a good old catfish.
Mm-hmm.
Whips it out, and we have like a trident pretty much. Like it
Yeah.
looks like one of those like
it's a pitchfork.
yeah,
Mhm,
pitchfork shovels. And he pulls it out, and it's just a catfish at the end of the bar. And he's like, "Guys, we gotta like set this thing out. We cannot keep this. You know, we can't put this back in. It's dead. Like it's bleeding everywhere."
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, like some fun
It's like
nights out there.
spearfishing out ice fishing. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah, just like it. Yeah,
can't catch and release with that.
It's like
you know,
3 a.m. You're just like out there with flashlights, like shining. You know,
Oh yeah.
I will
Oh,
go
yeah.
frog hunting though.
frog hunting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's real right there. That's real. Well, and then you see people with the boat and they have like the actual like spotlight stuff and they're just going hard, you know?
Mhm.
That's cheating. It's like flashing, shining
It's
deer.
like shining deer.
Yeah.
It's
Come
got
on,
so true.
like-
Yeah.
you can see the bottom of like a 20-foot like deep river. Yeah, it's like okay.
Come on.
Yeah. But that kind of thing would be fun to do. Like, I don't know, just paddle fishing, I guess, if you have to do it that way. Just
I would
run
like to
out
go
there.
just like bow fish some carp.
Mm-hmm.
Just get them
Yeah.
out of there.
Yeah. I always think of the video where it's like the Asian carp are like jumping over
That'd
that
be so much
guy
fun.
who's
Hell
like,
yeah.
and you just,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
piranhas, like you're just shooting.
Target
them.
practice.
Yeah.
It's like the duck game.
It is, yeah. It's like the light gun at the arcade.
I don't have no dogs laughing at me though if I miss.
Right.
Yeah. But it is like, yeah, something to do like that would be a ton of fun. I don't know where you go do that though. Where you just go like silver carp fishing.
They're getting closer and closer. So yeah,
Mhm.
They're up
Illinois
here.
right
I
now.
know they're around here,
Mhm.
aren't they? Like,
Mhm.
they gotta
Not
be-
not quite around here yet.
Yeah.
But
we have
getting
dogfish.
close.
We have
Yeah.
dogfish everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dogfish are
That
all
thing
over the
is
place.
ugly.
Oh, yeah.
Dogfish, sheephead.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
cut one of those fuck open. They're nothing but muscle.
Yeah,
Nothing,
they're
yeah.
like not worth the meat
Oh,
or anything.
best fight for pound though. Like
Mhm. Yeah, they're a fun
them
fight.
or bluegill.
Yeah.
Pound for pound. The
Bluegill,
bluegill.
dude,
Bluegill will
bluegill.
fight forever.
Bluegill is just
Mhm.
mean, dude.
There are piranhas.
yeah,
Yeah, Midwest piranha.
yeah,
Dock
pretty much.
piranhas.
Pretty much. But
You know, when we went when we were down in Iowa with my dad for Milmora, we went fishing and stuff like that. We got some worms and could not catch thing for life, but the water was so shallow. It's like, yeah, we did a couple of castings and a couple of spots, stuff like that, and trying to teach Sophia to cast a little bit better, like get her used to it, because like I'm sorry, but the rod you're using is not set up for casting, but it's like, you know, it teach you on your accuracy. And
forgot
so
what I got.
once we stopped catching, or once we weren't catching, and they realized like, are you hungry? It's like, yeah, I'm hungry too. I was like, we just load up and went to the restaurant. Gonna crack open some Woodfords.
Might as well, yeah. I'm definitely going to sleep early tonight, so it's gonna be kind of nice to pass out. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
an end of the night capper for me, right?
No wonder I died.
Yeah, 118 proof.
115 proof.
Yeah, 115 proof. Yep.
That was
At like 12 shots in.
15, I think. But yeah, who was counting? 15 or 14.
Plus the ones I was taking voluntarily.
Yeah, I don't know why you were like adding to the pain at that point. You're just like, oh yeah.
I didn't know how many maybes were coming.
That's true. I don't have a knife, so I'm cutting this with my finger.
There you go.
Getting there. Have you guys been keeping up with like the unsubscribed podcast lately?
Most of them have been really heavily on the whole Buffalo, and they've been really harping on the lack of school interaction with some of their riskier kids.
Unsubscribed. I've never heard of that.
Unsubscribed podcast. It's like they're all ex-military. One of the guys is the fat electrician. He's from Mason City, Iowa, but they had a cop on their podcast here 2 weeks ago. And he was doing an investigation on the Buffalo school. They're in Buffalo, New York. No, was it Buffalo, New York, or was it Pennsylvania? But
either way,
either way. But they were doing a deep dive on how the administration is looking to trying to get cops involved, and it's just a lot of BS and such. But he was going after they weren't honoring search warrants. They wouldn't allow them to arrest people. It's a mess.
Sure you don't want more than that?
Nope.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Nope.
But yeah,
It's
a good podcast though. The guys are hilarious.
He wasn't even here for that episode.
I know.
Nope. I heard all. Ben,
Get wrecked, nerd.
Yeah, Brad told me all about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would definitely check those guys out. But yeah, they've been keeping an eye on all that stuff. It's been kind of nuts. I don't know. You like to see it though. It's like people actually getting checked, And then to have the Buffalo school district have a public statement where they're just getting mad at people at the presser.
Oh yeah, because people posted all their information to call the president, call the school board, email the school board. Just calls and calls coming in, stuff like that.
Bet I'm calling.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine. She teaches
down a bomb threat.
Yeah, honestly though.
I have a friend of mine down in Iowa that teaches schools and stuff like that, and she was threatened with one of the kids, a 7 or 8 year old with a gun.
No
stuff like
way.
That. Yeah, and it's like the teachers went to school or the administrative office multiple times talking about this kid. It's like you're finding out there's somebody has a hit list on you. It's like I would not be waiting for the school administration to be calling the cops, but she was afraid that she would get fired for it because they have their own policies that their goal is to not have as many instances where the cops come in because they want to keep their.
Fine, then I'm packing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole idea is they want to save face to the public. The
Okay,
public.
then they need to teach the teachers to shoot.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Or at least have a stun gun or
something.
Yeah.
At least have
some means to
security.
protect yourself.
I don't know. Do you put security on everybody's?
No, I
public
give
school?
teachers tasers or guns.
I would go gray man.
Yeah.
I would find ex-military
Part
guys
of me
and go gray
doesn't
man.
trust teachers or
Shit,
guns,
I will
though.
just sign up to go do that.
Right? Oh, that's the thing. There's a lot of retired military that would love to do it, and they just
I'll
show
do
up
it
and
just
walk.
It
to
would be-
go say I can do
for
it.
free.
Yeah,
That would be one of the best job opportunities for ex-military guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's weird to me that you don't arm teachers or you don't figure
Why
out
not?
something like that.
Mhm.
I figure I don't know.
Why not?
Like I said, I have a lot of teachers I probably don't trust with guns, but I think
not even like a taser.
a taser is probably fine.
Mhm.
Pepper spray,
Mhm.
even. But then what if your a student gets into your bag and then steals your gun?
Beanbag gun. Something.
That stuff is crazy too. That can definitely happen. I don't know. I was on Reddit right now. There's kind of a trend that I saw. It was on Twitter. It was reposted to Twitter. But there's a bunch of people who's just these kids don't listen anymore. Obviously, and I don't know, inner city folk don't listen at all. So it's just oh yeah, my laptop broke again. Well, it's dude, because you punched it because you were mad about something. What do you mean? And then they're getting laptop repairs every day, and I don't know. I feel this I don't know what happened to just regular going to school culture. You know what I mean? I don't know. I granted, I was not a good student.
Granted,
I didn't break stuff.
I don't think it should be like that though.
Mhm.
I didn't go into school biting people on my
or having
class
furries in class, stuff like that.
or trying to accommodate for cats and dog people or whatever. Like
I'd expel that.
The
I don't
worst
need that
thing is
mental disorder in my school.
When we were in school, the worst thing is if you were gay or straight. Like that was it.
Yeah.
Like,
and then maybe the occasional after school fight.
Yeah.
But like
those were a lot more common than you think.
But those also like weren't that bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but after
two
they solve their
kids
differences,
duke it
they're
out
done.
sometimes.
They're done.
Depends on the night. Yeah.
Yeah. But like at the end of the day, like, you know,
We had kids
maybe
get shot over that. So like
maybe a couple bad parties or whatever.
Like, yeah.
But you know, it's like, I don't know, like that's sometimes that's settled outside of school. Kids nowadays are like, bring a gun to school to settle that beef.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
what
yeah.
are you doing? Like you got to keep that at home, dude. Like,
catch him outside.
Yeah.
Well, because like an 8-year-old like shot his teacher not that long ago.
Oh yeah, that was in North Carolina. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
looking at a very nice payout because there's records of all the reports of this kid having the gun in school and they didn't do anything about it.
Yeah. Which
it's just disgusting.
It seems like a no-brainer to me to do something about it because
then again,
kids
it's like
obviously underage.
it's like low key. The schools want to have gun violence because this is what would charge them to remove guns from society. Because if people get real emotional over it, it's like, why not encourage it?
People do indeed get emotional, you know? Like, I always think it's funny that, like, and I guess it's not funny, but it's like an ironic, like, kind of sad funny. Like, when people bring up Sandy Hook, they only think about Alex Jones and his reaction to it, but they don't think about the actual kid and, like, what he was doing. Like, I don't know. He was probably like an MK Ultra kid. Comes out of high school, whatever, goes shoots up a elementary school. It's like crazy. Like you look into that and you're like, what is going on here? You know what I mean?
Or Rittenhouse, how he just, you know.
Yeah, they don't look at the
They
victims
don't look
that
at
he shot.
the precursors of all this stuff because he was nonviolent until somebody said to them.
No, right.
Well, and then
he's still then he's like shot 3 rounds, killed 3 guys, and no other rounds after. It's like that's some good
for the
trigger control right there.
longest time too, people believe that it was like, oh, he shot like 3 innocent like black people and stuff.
No,
And
one
then
was
you
a pedophile.
Come to find out that
felonies.
3 of them, like 3 for 3, all committed felonies. 2 of them were crimes against minors. So it's like, you know, the official story just like isn't getting out there for a lot of stuff, and then people just like take the narrative and they're just like, okay, well, the
It's
narrative
all
tells
fake
me that I
news.
should
Like,
care.
Every single site is fake news to some aspect.
Yeah.
What are they trying to cover up?
Yeah. And I think we saw that with like everything the last 4 years. It's just, I don't know like how you fix that. There's no like credibility switch up.
How about we just cancel it? Cancel all media.
Yeah. I mean, that could be an option.
We're in the cancel culture. Let's cancel
them.
Well,
like
we've already seen the results of that for CNN. Is like their average show is like 75,000 viewers.
Let's
That's
cancel
it.
them.
Yeah. So they're working on like like they tried doing CNN Plus. Lasted a month and they canceled the entire program.
It, yeah.
Yeah. Same thing.
Or HBO Max is going back to HBO because
like,
somebody wants
adding
Max
advertising.
Like, no.
Yeah.
Hulu's not advertising. Like,
yeah.
Drop
you know,
them all.
It's just gonna go the way of cable again. Like they're gonna have cable packages again, and it makes sense, I guess, to have that. But like the average person like me,
better make it more affordable then. Like,
it's the one crime that I'm okay with. But guys,
Streaming.
go pirate. Yeah, go pirate. Just become a pirate because like. I don't know. Just hide your IP. Know how to work like the internet a little bit. You learn a lot more about things. It'll make you more viable for like just knowing general stuff. Definitely like warranted at this point. Even like the gaming companies, like you don't even own your Ubisoft games anymore. You don't have the DRM rights to anything Nintendo related, and they just don't. They don't want you to own your stuff. So why would you allow them to like control how you get your stuff? I guess that's like the question. Would you download a car if you could? Yeah, you probably would.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Cheat code? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Unlock all the engine features. And
Unlimited
stuff.
money.
It's not just dial a number in the phone like GTA.
Nowadays you can like 3D print your car, so just do that. I don't know, like
that's our mopeds.
Don't let big car win this one.
Our mopeds.
Yeah, mopeds. There's a lot of places now that you can just all you do is register your side by side with the DNR, put a slow moving vehicle, and drive around town. Yeah, you can do it in West Salem. You can do it all. There's a lot of places.
I can't do it in La Crescent yet.
Not yet.
They're working on it.
Working on it. Okay. Yeah, we need like 200cc mopeds. That's what we need.
Let's go. Gang, gang.
Yeah. It would be fun. It would be fun to kind of go into that. Like get Venoms. Because those are dirty looking, dude. Those are nice. Those are sick.
Leash was eyeballing those spiders down there in Florida because we saw a whole line of them. We're not sure if we could rent them.
If I'm getting a motorcycle, I'm getting a trike.
Yeah,
I saw.
That'd be the way to go.
I saw some guy out here yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever day it was. He was riding like a crotch rocket just down the sidewalk, going like 10 miles an hour. So funny, dude. Grown ass man. It was great.
I ain't.
I'm not gonna hate.
Right.
I'm not gonna hate.
I don't got one.
I thumbs up to him. I was like, hey, way to go, bro.
Right. Can I go around the block? Like,
right?
You're
not gonna get hit by anybody. That's the upside.
Yeah.
And nobody walks, so it's like you don't worry about hitting anybody. All the kids are gone.
The guy walking is probably going faster than him. Yeah. It was great though. I thumbs up to him. I was like, yeah, this guy's living, dude. He's crushing it. He's crushing it. So before we ask a question out of the hat, if you were a wrestler,
yes,
what would be your name?
Is this one of your questions or something?
No.
No, and I have a really funny one too. So
I have to think about that. Even though I've been around the wrestling culture since the '90s, I don't even know what my name would, what my ring name would be.
Okay.
Do you have one?
I'm bringing mine from the other night. I'm the Shadow.
The Shadow.
The Shadow.
There we go.
And what was your signature move again?
I think I turn the lights off and then dress up as the other character so they can't attack me because I'm their shadow.
Oh, then you basically could do like whatever their
and
finisher.
Then I hit them with their finisher move.
Yeah, there we go.
It's like a Taskmaster type thing.
Yeah.
It's like a ditto.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
That's funny. Yeah, it's like an amoeba. Clone you and then repeat.
I know what my finisher would be. It would be the diamond cutter. Or DDP or however you want to call it.
Because the diamond cutter?
Yeah, because it's like I've listened to Hulk Hogan complain about like why did I decide to do the leg drop because he's had like 5 or 6 back surgeries.
Yeah,
you had the tombstone,
just one more.
You had the pile driver from
the neck.
Breaking the neck, or you bust up your knees and your hips because you've listened to Undertaker and his stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stone Cold Stunner's not see like
what is the diamond cutter though? What's that?
It's
move
just a
look
DT.
like?
It's basically you just bring their head over your shoulder and you just drop down.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Do like it's like a suplex pretty much. Okay.
No, you just grab the shoulder and just come right down.
It's a stunner without the kick.
Without the flip.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. It's a Stone Cold Stunner. Okay. I got you. All right. Man, I have a better one than I did the other night, dude. I can share my other one.
Better than slime.
I forgot that's what my name was.
Your name was Slime?
Yeah, it was Slime, and my signature move was
Nick at Night.
Yeah, but my signature move was Nick at Night. And I tuck you in to go to bed, and then at 3 a.m. you wake back up to George Lopez laughing on the TV, like an old school like tube TV.
Oh man,
the Nick at Night.
That show was always louder than the rest of the show.
Oh, way louder. Louder. Yeah, that was mine. No, I was Slime, so Nickelodeon Slime.
Right.
Okay, what's your better one?
My better one is the Monopoly Man.
You tax people to death.
Only things that are guaranteed are taxes and death, baby.
Do not pass go. You're in jail. Straight to jail.
No, mine's the straight to jail. And the straight to jail move is I take you and I put you on top of the table and then I flip the table off the side of the ring.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a good one.
It's not bad. It's not bad. The Monopoly Man. And I wear a monocle. I have like a really bad, like wavy mustache that's kind of curled, but not really.
The top hat.
Yeah. Yeah, the old school from. Dude, I wear a business suit.
Come down with the cane.
Like they aren't even ready for that. Like, yeah.
Oh man, I still for as much as I've watched all the veterans, the
well,
wrestling
it took me a while to
man, I can't call someone like I can't call my own name.
I'm lucky because I only know like the big names, so like I was like, oh yeah, I can come up with a bunch of these. I can come up with a million of
like that
them.
was the thing. Like I was trying to think of something that like hasn't been used.
Yeah,
like,
right. That's the hard part, man. There's a lot of good names that have been used.
Right.
Whether it be TNA or
even like
TWA or
the Buddha.
Yeah,
that one's probably not taken yet, right? And then your signature move would be crushing a bush light and sitting on top of somebody.
Or stink face like Rikishi.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you jump on your chest.
Yeah.
The seated senton, yeah.
What was it? I asked Tyson this the other day, and he's like, the silent but violent. That was his.
Oh.
And his signature move is he bends down and gets real close to somebody's face and farts directly into their mouth.
Beef stew.
And you just see their mouth like womp back because of the force, but you don't hear a thing, and then they just drop back. Like,
oh man,
the silent but deadly. Yeah, so there's like a billion of those. This is like a lot like that superhero question where you just ask like, what's your superpower, you know?
Right. Oh yeah,
I could see you be like the silent assassin or something,
yeah,
like standing up in like the corner of the ring, like just waiting for your time to attack, like a bow hunter.
Yeah,
just dropping out doing the diamond cutter.
Yeah. It could be like
off the rope diamond cutter. It's like coming from the top rope, boom,
just out of nowhere. Yeah,
the bow man,
like Randy Orton, the RKO out of nowhere. Like you just come down, bam, there it is.
Jeff the Bowman Vance.
Yeah,
like that would go hard. Yeah, or crossbow. Jeff Crossbow.
Crossbones, yeah. There you go.
Crossbones.
Hit him with the crossface.
The crossbones.
Yeah.
Hit him with the crossface crippler.
Yeah.
Like Chris Benoit.
Yeah, there we go.
Your official move could be like, the butt end. It could be like you take a crossbow like out of the crowd, like somebody just throws you one. You catch it with one hand and you just like whip somebody with it. Like with the back end of it.
You get the
eye poke.
Oh no, they would be like you'd be your own version of a butt stop. You grab, you get a rubberized gun and just like, boom,
one
stock
hit,
to the face.
One good old hit to the head. Like they pass out. They flop like the whole nine. Another one would be like.
Get the blood pill right on the end, so like when he hits you with it, like the blood just starts gushing. Yeah.
Have one of the ears a little bit serrated, so this way they can cut their forehead, so the blood just start coming down.
Razor blade. Yeah.
Call it a headshot, and just blood just comes out your face.
Headshot. That could be your name, dude. The headshot.
No, that'd be the finisher. The headshot.
The headshot. Yeah, that'd be the signature move. That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
If you got some way to put something like you tape up your elbows, this way when you grind it, you open it up and you open up some type of scar tissue there, and then you do that.
You just wrap right here with the razor blade and then just tuck it in, like Hulk Hogan used to do. Yeah. That's what he used to do.
Yeah.
Then he slip it in his hand and
boom.
Yeah. The technique that it's like
slop
ones that store the razor blade in their mouths, like that is just crazy. Like how they'd be able to do that.
Like how do you hold it and act and like fall down without it like cutting the back of your throat?
Yeah, cut your cheek open, your tongue open, your gums.
You're like right.
That's some dangerous stuff, but some people did that back in throughout the 70s.
Yeah.
So Ric Flair was notorious for keeping it inside of his waistband.
Yeah.
And he'd cut his
forehead.
While
he was down.
Yeah. He would cut it open.
And then the camera would come back and he's just
bleeding. There's just cocaine everywhere.
Woo!
For real though. Ric Flair's the best,
dude. He is probably one of the best showmans out there because even though he lost a lot, he made the
styling. One of a kind.
Yeah.
One of a kind.
I know it's gonna be sad when he passes.
High profiling.
High profiling.
Yeah, limo driving, party lifestyle, and it's like, man, that guy could riff just like Roddy Piper. He would write down all kinds of stuff like that. His notebook would be fun.
Like his script is way better than WWE's. Let's go with that one. Like,
exactly. Yeah. Like that's why The Rock got mad for the longest time. He couldn't write better scripts than the WWE.
That's why Mankind was so good. He's like, yeah, throw me off the top of the cage.
Yeah.
Let's
do it. I'm gonna break my back a couple times.
Undertaker's like, are you sure?
Hell in a Cell.
Like,
do it. Oh man, I remember watching that live in Hell in a Cell. Watching
JR. Oh my God, he died
off the top, just like into the table.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, by God.
By God, he's dead. Yeah. Oh my!
No, Vince Mann's going through the investigation from the FBI, and
good thing he sold it when he did.
Yeah, and they sold it.
What's going on?
Yeah, he's being investigated for sex crimes.
He's a diddler.
No.
God.
He used to use his power position. Like some of the scripts back then were stupid.
Yeah,
they were really dumb.
Well, there was one. Yeah, I did see like a video of one where it was like the woman, like he just like flipped over and then like flipped her pants up or whatever. And dude, like, yeah, you can't do that. No. Even in the 90s.
Yeah.
Even in the 90s, you're not gonna get away with that.
Even scripted, like, no, you can't do that.
It's just like not cool. So I can see stuff like that getting HR complaints.
Yeah.
You know?
And they'll suck it.
Yeah.
That was huge.
D-Generation X, that can stay.
Yeah.
Attitude era. That's fine.
HBK and Triple H, you know.
We got 2 words for it.
X-Pac or 1, 2, 3 Kid.
Suck it.
Yeah.
I still do that move.
The suck it move. Yeah.
Just the time of just a date.
Yeah. Just whip it out. You know,
yeah, right. So when I come in the bedroom after a shower, like, boom.
Next fish I catch. Suck it.
Yeah, right. This time it's pike, and it's like, watch out for those teeth.
Ice fishing it, it'll be short.
Yeah, right.
Oh man. How about like another name? Office supplies.
Come and staple.
Yeah. With the red stapler.
You staple the hand to the.
Burn the place down. Yeah. ECW would do that all the time.
You throw like a full printer at somebody's head.
Nah, bring back the tax.
Throw them out.
The tax man.
The tax man. Brass tax. Yeah, that's funny. And then somebody like steps on it and they like wobble. Like,
power bomb them into him.
Oh, man.
Power tax.
Yeah, on top of them. Just throw them on top. Like, anyway, who wants to ask the question? We got a handful of Btier Bowler questions waiting to be asked here on the Btier podcast.
What's our wrestler name? Oh,
yeah, I know. I was wondering if that was the case.
That would be nuts. No, but I did not put it in there.
Not this time. So this one is, what is something you've never told anyone?
Well, I feel like you're telling somebody now, huh?
Yeah, right. So it's like get
something I've never told anyone.
Yeah, it's like, well, is it outside statute of limitations?
How deep does this have to go? Yeah,
right.
You can do statute of limitations. Right. That's fine. You killed that guy, huh? Back in Phoenix.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah,
that is not something I'm gonna admit to. I've never been to Arizona.
there's a comment on one of the videos where it's
he owes me beachfront property down there.
Oh yeah.
California fell off apparently. Finally.
Name something you've never told anyone.
Oh man.
Like I said, how deep do we want to go on this? It's like I have things that I'm gonna take to the grave. I have to.
Yeah.
Like I made promises.
There's a couple things. Yeah.
Promises made, promises kept. I'm one of those people. Like,
right.
You know, if I ever run for office, it's gonna be me. Promises made, promises kept.
It can't be like something that's gonna hold you down for this. Election. You know?
I have a lot of exactly. I'm running for mayor here. Okay, I'm trying to get my mayoral votes in here.
Yeah, you've already let the public know of your DUI, so everything's downhill from there.
Yeah. You know.
Man, I have no idea. This is a tough question to answer.
This is a really tough
in
one.
the back of my mind.
Like I said, there's things.
This is gonna go.
There's a couple things that's just like, do I tell them that? Like, do I say that on pod? Like, that's the question. Like,
really the big question. Because I feel like I could tell you guys in confidence.
Yeah, like
being like
off pod, I'll tell you guys anything.
Like,
This recording.
You guys over here watching. You guys are the annoying ones.
You're the FBI.
We're trying to have.
This is all a joke. This is all hypothetical.
Yeah, this is entertainment value.
You're gonna report me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get canceled.
This is all entertainment. Yeah, I have a lot of things I'm gonna take to the grave, but I said, it's because you make promises with people, and they're also taking it to their grave.
See, I was gonna keep my snowman story to my grave, but I don't think I can keep that one.
It was told.
I know we already told it, so it's like I was gonna keep that one because that one got me in a lot of trouble.
Legends about it. Yeah, crazy.
Oh man,
something like I'm trying to think of something like light. I'm trying to think of something that's
like
not too crazy, where it's like, because that's the thing. Like I don't really keep a lot of secrets either. Like a lot of my life is like online somewhere. You know, like. I don't know. There's videos out there of me like snorting on camera. Like I'm sure somebody's gonna whip those up in 10 years whenever we.
I've got a couple of those floating around.
Yeah,
I got a couple of me shooting up. Like,
oh, that's crazy.
See, all I did was there was no video proof. So,
well, then you have probably a lot more. Because at least you could probably share something that's
I've never
statute of limitations
anyone.
or whatever. Like you'll be fine. Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of my stuff has been like documented and like. I've told people at least.
I've at least told someone. Like,
that's the thing. Like I've told
my therapist at least.
I don't have a therapist. But yeah,
my tattoo artist. You know.
Oh yeah.
Spent a lot of time in the chair.
Yeah. It's more time in the shop.
He's probably more confidential than a psychiatrist.
Honestly.
Oh yeah.
No, they're way better. Yeah, they're way more like
hurting you. It's like you're supposed
I'm
to
paying him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, poke me a million times. Yeah, with a needle. Yeah. Man. Yeah,
I've like I guess I have told like therapist things.
They can't tell.
Not you guys. Yeah. No, I've only gone to therapy like 3 times in my entire life. And
how many were court mandated?
They were court mandated. 3 for 3, baby.
All 3.
3 for 3.
Shit, me too.
And my therapist was actually kind of cool, but like just not somebody I want to go see. You know what I mean? Like I would probably keep
my
his
therapist
phone
still
number.
Tries to hit me up.
Yeah,
I think it's hilarious.
I would probably keep his phone number because like I guess he's
it's always like on Facebook. He's like, "Yo, how you doing?" Like, good.
It's just another.
Like, I'm not gonna pay for right? Like,
it is.
You reached out to me. You're paying me now.
It is really just like another. Right. You pay me for my time. Yeah, I bill by the hour too, bitch.
Mine's more expensive.
Yeah, $50 an hour. I'm like a lawyer. Yeah, there's things I've like told a lawyer that I probably wouldn't tell anybody.
Something I've never told anyone.
That's such a hard question. I don't like.
Okay, I got you.
I'm not a fan of this one either.
Yeah,
every now and then,
because you're telling.
When I'm out ice fishing, I put out more tip ups than I'm legally allowed.
But you've never told anybody.
I've never told anybody that.
I gotcha.
FBI.
Catch me. You got to catch me.
Yeah, you do have to catch it. It's like a dead to rights thing. Like the DNR office has to show
allegedly,
up.
Yes.
Yeah. Everything's alleged.
Yeah.
See, that's
like
the
they
would
would know.
Like I'm an outdoorsman, so it's like there's things that I don't want things to be reflected on me because it's like that stuff.
Like I'll admit to having more lines in the water than I'm legally allowed to have at times.
You know, the last like 3D gun printed project that I was working on, I didn't tell you guys at all, I guess. I got it like out, right? And it was like looking pretty good. And then when I started like shaving it, it got too small for the upper.
Oh no.
So I had to throw it out.
Oh.
And then I reprinted it for like $1 worth of material. And now it's a fully functioning Glock.
Have you shot it yet?
I have not shot it yet.
We need to get to go do that.
I haven't gone to the range. I ended my range membership.
That trick is $15 per person, and we just got one. It has a pistol range and a rifle range as well.
Yeah, we might need to do that because I don't like the guy on the gate. That guy ruined me. I don't know. That guy ruined me. Something that I guess I didn't tell you guys, but I've talked to Kayla about this. Whenever people bring up like childhood trauma and stuff like that, you know how people like kind of try to like one up you and stuff?
Yeah.
I was talking to like Kayla's mom about it, and she's like, "Oh, I can probably like relate to all this like childhood trauma that you have." And I'm like, "I think we have different childhood trauma." And I had to tell her that. So I guess I did tell her, but that was something that like I don't really share with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think the one up mentality kind of bothers me, and I guess like I haven't like told her that. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to sit here and like compare scars. Like that's not something I'm ever gonna do. You know?
No, yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just something that kind of bothers me a bit. But it's like something I never really bring up to people. You know what I mean? Like,
but if someone were to ask, you're not trying to hide it.
Yeah, like I don't.
You know what I mean?
I just don't want to like invalidate.
But like if someone were to be like, "Hey,"
opinions on it,
came up and asked you, you're gonna be honest about it. You're not gonna try and hide it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna. Oh, childhood trauma, man. Like
not all of it. You're not gonna try and hide all of it. You're gonna like.
Hey. I've told a couple of things, and people are like, "That's nuts," and then it's just like, yeah, like I'm not gonna share everything because of a couple of things that I have. Yeah, but like I said, I take a lot of stuff to the grave. I feel like you
kind of have to. I think everyone has something.
Everybody has something that they're not gonna let anybody know about. But you know that's why you can't. Some things you just can't say out loud.
No, it's like crazy. Like and I think it doesn't make you like a not truthful person, I guess, if there's just things that you just can't tell other people. Like I think a lot of people have this idea that like, oh, the most like truthful person ever has their entire life on blast to everybody, and normally they're just like the quiet person who's like not sharing every detail, they're not oversharing, and they're not giving people their crosses to bear. Right? That's like an honest person.
But that's me. Like I'm not gonna put my nose in the middle of it if it's gonna get me looked at. You know what I mean?
Well, that too. You want to stay on the down
like
most of the time.
You don't want to try to play referee or try to play.
That's not my job.
Moral high horse and all that.
It's like between a couple or something like that. It's like it's all you do is going to get bit.
I'm gonna sit there and watch.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah. And there's something to that too, where it's like
even the other day at work, we took the group on an outing, and there was these two brothers fighting it out at the pool, and I'm like sitting there just like more paying attention to them than my client. But
yeah,
my client's just like sitting there, like literally just sitting there with his legs in the water. So I'm just like. Nothing can really go wrong. So
yeah. There's like I said, there's just things that you take with you.
I don't think we can really answer this question because everything we have in mind that we don't
want.
Well,
now you
I answered one.
I answered the safe way, and that's honestly.
You gotta catch me doing the illegal stuff. You know
what I've never really told anybody. I don't like public restrooms. Okay.
Oh, facts.
Yeah. Because I used to work at a gas station, and like I clean that thing every hour, and there's still used needles in there. Like it's crazy.
Right. You never wear flip flops in a concert.
There's just, Kyle was telling
me personal experience.
We gotta have Kyle back on. By the way, we gotta have Kyle back on.
When?
But he was
when?
He was telling me last time he was in the Quick Trip bathroom that there was poop below the place to grab the toilet paper. And he said it was the most infuriating thing ever because he's like, "Are you for real right now?"
Oh, brutal. That's brutal.
Insane. Actually, it wasn't a Quick Trip bathroom. It was Pizza Ranch. It was the first time he's been to a Pizza Ranch. So he said he's never going back.
This is the one here like Cross or the one up there in Holman?
The one in Anna. Yeah. Anna 16. And he's like, yeah, the pizza was not that good. And that happened. And it was after work. And he had to shower after that because of how bad that was.
Yeah,
I would too. Like, right.
Yeah, he was pissed. So, yeah. That's, I guess that's something that he's never told anybody. No, I'm kidding. We start sharing other people's secrets.
You're like, hey, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle. Is this
I heard
true?
your Pizza Ranch experience.
Yeah, well, ask him about it because it is really funny. Because he's like a really good storyteller with that stuff. Like,
he is pretty solid.
Yeah, so like
when Kyle comes on, I'm gonna pick out a question. It's not gonna be the question that's actually there. I'll be like, tell us about your Pizza Ranch experience.
Yeah, have him say something, man. And then we'll answer the real question. Yeah, I think Jeff is right though. This question is actually
we can grab a different one.
It is
like,
well, I mean, just
whatever.
Let it marinate. Like I don't know, you let it marinate.
I don't know. It's like a lot of the secrets I haven't told. There's a lot of stuff that I've told is not stuff that can get me in trouble, whether it be with law or morally. So it's like it's stuff that I've done, but there's some of the stuff that I'm keeping to myself can get me in trouble.
Yeah, and a lot of the moral stuff too is usually just between you and I guess whoever's up top, right? So it doesn't really like the moral.
Only God can judge me now.
Yeah, there's not really. It's not like it would benefit me telling you guys being like, oh, like I had.
Hey guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a drug addict.
Hi, I'm Brady and I'm an alcoholic. Yeah, right. Cool story, bro.
Yep. I am not suicidal, even though once I was suicidal.
Yeah. I feel like that's part of like the human experience. Being like suicidal at some point.
Being down at some point. Usually, like for me, it was when my parents were going through the divorce. You kind of have that self-doubt that you think you did it because it's like as far as you know, everything was going well because the parents never argue in front of you. So it's like then all of a sudden you go on vacation.
Mine did too. So.
I
don't know what that's like.
We lived on the country, so they could go out and have a conversation like an acre away.
Oh yeah, that's a little different. Yeah.
When I growing
my
up,
dad would just go on a drive. He'd be gone for the whole night. It's like,
hey, here's your stepdad. Here's your stepmom. It's like, bitch.
Yeah. Nightmare scenario. Step parents are the worst when you're younger. Like I don't. Like, sometimes I'm sure they're fine. But
you're not my mom.
All my experience.
I don't like my stepdad either.
Doesn't translate the same.
Like he threw a
my one now is
can or something at me years ago, and I ended up having this big old bruise on my head and stuff like that. And it's like it wasn't done on it was done on purpose.
My stepdad now is pretty chill. The one I had a couple of years ago, I knocked out. So.
I feel like
I had no problems there.
I feel like step parents too, like at an older age, doesn't matter. You're not living on
it's like you'll never view them as a father figure. It's like you're just the guy, my mom. You know.
Yeah, I laid him out, so
that's probably deserved it.
That's a 100%
did. 100% did.
Yeah.
Because my sister was suicidal at the time, and he offered her a gun.
Oh, Jesus.
So I was like, "Yo, me and you are going outside."
Yeah, that's
probably the right decision.
And then he swung, I ducked, and then I swung, and then he was laid out.
And now I'm in cuffs.
I didn't get charged. Nothing. He didn't press nothing.
I feel like you can't.
That's good,
dude. If you get knocked out by your stepson, I feel like that's just like that's just.
He's taking that one to the grave. Yeah. That's something he's not telling no one.
I'm telling that one. Yeah, I get to tell that one. That's what I get for winning. Like, knock the fuck out, son. Yeah.
Like my mom got home from work, he's still sleeping in the yard. Like, what's he doing? Sleeping.
Yep.
Taking a nap.
Get too much to drink. Started running his mouth.
Self-induced, you know.
Self-induced. Self-caused. I just finished the story.
Yeah, I was the finisher.
He started it.
That's your finishing move. The finisher, the knockout. Yeah. Well, hopefully you come up with something, Jeff, between now and then. Yeah. Maybe you have something next time to share. You know what I mean?
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of says. It was like, I don't even know if I said it or not.
That's the other thing. I feel like I tell y'all everything. Like most of my life is documented to y'all or to somebody else I know. True. It's like Caleb pretty much knows everything about me at this point. Like you know what I mean? Like and you said anybody. If the question were to be like, tell a story that you've never told on the pod before.
That's fair.
That's a good one.
That'd be tough for me too, because I say a lot of shit.
Just like I tell y'all everything. This is
it's like I'm like Lil Wayne. He's like, what did I say during this podcast? What did I say this podcast? You know what I mean? It's like you just gotta ask.
I have a story to end out on then.
Let's do it.
So I'm walking home from school. This is like this is right after math class. It's like 3:30. And I live like 3 blocks away from school, right? So like my dad lives like 4 blocks away from Aquinas. I'm walking back from my high school. This is probably junior year or whatever, right? I'm walking down the street, got my backpack. I'm like holding it kind of like a little school girl because I still do that because I'm like in high school and I just don't care. Like I'm probably high as a kite, whatever. It doesn't matter. And I know girl is biking, right? She's going down. She's like maybe half a block in front of me. And van is right next to her. So she's driving down the street on a van, like with a van next to her. She's biking. And she's signaling to take a left at the next intersection. So it's like about a block in front of me at this point. And she turns, doesn't see the van in her blind spot, gets hit by the van, literally like just flops, right? Like this girl gets jacked up. She flies like 10 feet into the grass over the sidewalk, right? Into the yard.
Dang.
And she's laying there like this. Like she's straight up like, you know, no movement. Guy gets out of the van. It's my friend from math class.
Oh shit.
Jack, right? He comes out. He runs to the side. He's like, you know, I'm like running at this point up to the scene. I'm checking her pulse. It's my other friend from math class, right? Julia. And she is passed out at this point, right? She's like unconscious. Just got jacked up from a car. He got hit by a van, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, he's like checking pulse or whatever too, like kind of waking her. She shakes up finally, you know, this is like a minute later. I'm like, dude, can you like call the cops or something? He's like, dude, I don't really want to. And I'm like, I'm going to call them then. So I called the cops, right? We got the cops like there about 2 minutes away, whatever it is. And she was fine. Didn't have any bruises. His car was fine. Didn't have any dents, right? So they settled this out of court. I don't know what the heck happened. I don't think anybody sued, nothing.
Right.
But she got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, so she like flopped like 10, 15 feet in the air.
Imagine going to school the next day.
Before.
You hear what happened yesterday after school?
I had all the tea, dude. I
got hit by a van down by the river.
Well, and then the next morning, like the next day, like nobody really brings it up. And I was the only one that saw the whole thing happen. So I'm just sitting there like, I know nothing, you know. And then my math teacher at the end of the day, we have
watch where you're going, kids.
Well, and she's like,
for vans.
She's like, I know y'all want to talk about everything that happened yesterday. We're gonna try to get over it and get past it. I know a couple of you guys were involved. And
it's like half the class at this point.
Yeah. I'm sitting next to the guy who just jacked up the girl on the left. Like,
you're sitting in between them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, and yeah, no, like she was fine, no concussions, no nothing. Like she got
no internal bleeding. That's a big one right there.
Crazy, dude. And you know, she was like, yeah, I don't know. Like it's just, I don't know how that happened. I don't know what happened. It felt like a fever dream. Like I was just watching this unfold in front of me. And like, you know, I was barely really in the scene because like really like I just called. I was just like, dude, you should just call the cops. The cops are there, no problem. It was like not a big deal. Yeah, it was like the craziest like 10-minute interaction that I've ever witnessed. And I ended up leaving after the cops got there because I didn't even need to be there for anything. Like she was already talking to us. She knew the day of the week. That was enough for me. To be like, to be like, yeah, she's fine. He felt guilty for a long time after that. He's like, I am so sorry. I can't believe I hit you with my parents' van. You know, it's just, and it was funny because like the day before that, we were just talking about Fallout 3 like normal kids, you know? Like, it's, yeah. That was one of the weirdest things that's ever happened. I never told it on the pod, but it was one of the
weird if they got married.
Like, yeah, they would work.
I guess I don't know what they're up to nowadays. Yeah.
Love child.
Remember when I hit you in my van?
How I Met Your Mother. It's crazy stuff, dude.
Oh, that's a How I Met Your Mother episode right there.
It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, I hit your mom with a van 20 years ago. Now we're in love.
Yeah.
I'm forever dead in her, but don't tell her that.
Yeah, that's something that he took to the grave.
Not no more because you were a witness.
Yeah, dude, there's always a witness. No, it's funny, man. Like nobody else really stopped for them. I think that's like the crazy thing about it all. You live in small town America. You're not stopping to see a biker just got hit on the side of the road by a van.
No, it's like I don't want to spend time talking to the cops. I'm gonna just keep going.
The amount of times she flew, dude. That was like I said. It was like a block in front of me, but just like walking up on somebody getting jacked up that far, dude. Like she flew like 10 feet. Like, pretty solid about it. Like, you know. Oh man. Yeah, so that's how we're gonna end the pod, I guess, tonight. If you guys have any other stories that you've never told, Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Click that notification bell down below. This is B-tier, subpar takes, B-tier content. Just good enough. We made you look.